Hey, Damon, I've got a funnel cloud imminent tornado just to my south. This southern updraft that's taken over. Funnel this halfway down right now. This will be south of Highway 29. We've got a tornado on the ground right now, Damon.
Okay.
Funnel cloud is 3/4 of the way down. It should be right. Oh, yeah, right. It should be on the right side of the screen.
Yep.
And,
here we go.
This multi-vortex on the ground, cone tornado. It should be just.
Yeah, we see it.
South. Yeah. So just working my way to it right now. I'm north of it.
All right, yeah. Hey, Chris, we see it. So we definitely had that tornado on the ground there. This could be east of Elmore City. Tornado warning now for Garvin County. Tornado warning for Garvin County. This is going to be the tornado right here on the right-hand side. And that tornado certainly looks like it is continuing to strengthen, getting even larger here in the last couple minutes. This picture coming in from Chris Sanner, KOCO 5 Storm Chaser. Once these trees get out of the way in any second, you're going to see a pretty large tornado here on the right-hand side. But this is a tornado that is going to be in Garvin County control room. Let's stay on this shot because we're going to come out of it in just a second here. It looks like let's get these trees out of the way. But this is a tornado warning now for Garvin County. There you see it right there. So tornado on the ground there. And it looks like it is definitely doing some damage and kicking up a good amount of dirt. Here we go. Large tornado there on the ground. This is going to be just east of Elmore City. This is coming towards Wynnewood and eventually in towards Pauls Valley. So go into your tornado shelter. This tornado continues. Oh, there you go. Wow, look at that. That is a large tornado. Here we go. This is going to be near Elmore City, east of Elmore City. That is a violent tornado, and you can see that thing spinning around there. Jonathan, man, what are you seeing from over there?
Yeah, on radar, it matches right up. If the storm track coming into Wynnewood at 4:20, you have 15 minutes, Wynnewood. This storm is moving to the northeast at 30 miles an hour, coming into Longmire Lake at 4:37 and coming into Fitzhugh at 5:04.
Yeah, let's control and let's put this up. Let's keep this shot live, obviously, but let's put a storm track for those of us that are going to be in the path of this. Let's put First Alert Doppler 3D on the right-hand side. There you go, Wynnewood at 4:20 there. Go into your tornado shelter. This is a violent tornado that is just east of Elmore City, moving to the east. So Wynnewood, Longmire Lake, Stratford, this is moving in your direction. This tornado that is on the ground, that has been on the ground for at least a good solid minute or so, much longer than yesterday's tornadoes, and that continues to get even larger. That is a very, very strong tornado moving to the east. Chris Sanner, if you're still live on the phone. Hey, Chris, what are you seeing from your vantage point?
Hey, Damon, I've got some golf ball size hail falling, but there's a large cone tornado, very strong rotation on the ground level. This is not a weak tornado. You do not want to be playing around with this. If you live in the path of it, it is probably roughly along or just south of Highway 7 in just south of Elmore City, and it is just a very powerful tornado at this point.
Okay, we see the trees right now. Are those trees going to be out of the way pretty soon?
Yeah, it's going to clear up here in a second. I'm just trying to keep track of this thing.
Stop when you get to a clearing so we can at least get a better visual on this. But there is a very large tornado. Once we get these trees out of the way, Chris is getting out, and there it is right there. That tornado continues to get, oh my goodness, that is a large tornado. Hey, Chris, we see it right now. Hey, Chris, do you see any structures that are in the path of that tornado?
Yes, Damon, there's a lot of houses in this area, just a lot of houses, so there's a lot of structures in imminent danger right now of this tornado. Very powerful. There is debris in there right now, Damon. Actually, it looks like it's hitting structures right now.
Okay, yeah, Chris is now saying there's definitely a lot of debris that's getting thrown up. Oh, yeah, there you can see it. That is a very large and powerful tornado. Once again, go into your tornado shelter east of Elmore City. If you're anywhere between Elmore City and Wynnewood here, you can see there on the right-hand side of the television screen there, the storm track moving into Wynnewood. This picture coming in from Chris Sanner. He is near Elmore City, and that tornado, that is certainly violent. As he mentioned earlier, he already seeing some debris that's getting kicked up in the air, and there's a lot of homes that are in the path of this tornado right here. Hey, Chris, we're looking at your stream right now. Can you zoom in tighter on this storm?
Yeah, doing that. I got to be very careful here. I'm kind of in the path of it. So
okay, is it coming towards you? Chris, is this coming right towards you?
It's going to come right at me or just south of me, it looks like.
Okay, well, we're getting the debris ball here, picking up on the radar, and we can definitely see it, Chris. That is how far away, Chris, are you from this tornado? Because we see debris now getting kicked up in the air.
Currently, I am about a mile to a mile
my
and a
goodness.
half to the north and east of this tornado right now.
Oh my goodness, Chris, Chris, be safe, man, be safe. But that tornado, that is a very violent tornado, already getting debris kicked up in this. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, this is going to be in Garvin County, east of Elmore City, west of Wynnewood. Once again, Wynnewood, this storm is moving in your direction. This is going to be also making its way towards Pauls Valley, but that is a violent tornado, and you see that debris that is getting kicked around within this. That means that it has already hit structures, but that is a violent tornado. Once again, a very strong tornado moving east on towards I-35, Wynnewood, Pauls Valley. This is moving in your direction. You see there on the right-hand side of your television screen, this tornado is going to be on County Road 1680, moving towards I-35. This is going to be this could be moving very close into Wynnewood.
It's going to go right into Wynnewood.
Yeah, Wynnewood, you have it is currently right now 4:10. You have 17 minutes, Wynnewood, before this storm is going to be moving in. But this is a very, very strong and violent tornado, multi-vortex. Chris Sander, what are you seeing now?
Hey, Damon, this tornado has gotten a little closer to me. It's about a mile to my south and west right now. Very powerful tornado. As you guys have said, it's multi-vortex on the ground. Very impressive visually. It's very strong is the best word to put it. And this thing, right now there are no structures. Actually, there is a house to my south that this thing is coming towards. But where it is at immediately, there are no structures. But this is going to be a long-lived tornado. There's nothing this thing is just going to last a while, it looks like.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What Chris Sander just said, this is going to be a long-lived tornado. Wynnewood, we cannot hit the message hard enough for Wynnewood. This storm is moving in your direction, and even west of Wynnewood, right along I-35 and just near Highway 17A. This is going to be moving into, again, eventually some higher density homes and neighborhoods, but this is a multi-vortex tornado. You can see all the kind of those vortices that are just spinning around within this, and at times you're going to see at least debris get kicked up in the air. But this is a strong tornado. Continues to do damage just west of I-35. Wynnewood, you have about 10 minutes or so before this tornado and this tornado-warned storm is going to be moving in. But just look at all that spin there with this cell moving to the east, and we're still seeing it looks like trees are getting kicked up there from time to time. But 427 is when it's going to move into Wynnewood. It's going to move into I-35 area much earlier than that. If you know anyone that is traveling southbound on I-35, tell them do not go any farther down to the south. Stop in Norman. Do not go south of the Riverwind Casino, as this tornado-warned cell is going to eventually move right over I-35 during the afternoon commute. Chris Sander, what do you have?
This tornado just hit another structure. Debris is just in the air, full in the air right now around this tornado. Very, very powerful at the surface. The ground circulation on this thing is strong to violent, and it is continuing to move east right now. I'm actually going to creep up on it as it approaches the road in front of me.
Yeah, and you can see there in the last 10 seconds or so how much larger this tornado just became. You know, before you could see right through it. You could see at least through the other side there. But now this tornado is becoming much larger. It is continuing to strengthen. And look at that tornado. That is moving across Garvin County. Once again, I-35 west of Wynnewood, south of Pauls Valley. This is your storm that you need to watch closely. Go into your tornado shelter in Wynnewood. You have about 10 minutes before this storm is going to move in. And Wynnewood, that is 10 minutes where you need to collect your things, go into the innermost room of your home or the tornado shelter. That tornado is violent. That is an incredibly large tornado, and this tornado is one of the strongest tornadoes that we have seen in quite some time. Moving to the east, updated storm track now goes into Wynnewood at 4:30. So anyone from I-35 in Meridian down there in Garvin County, this storm is coming for you. This is a very, very powerful tornado continuing to move to the east, and Chris Sander is repositioning here, but you can still see it right there moving to the east. Jonathan, looks like they just updated the tornado warning. What kind of language are they using within this warning?
Well, at this point, I don't think it matters. We're just watching it right now, and on velocity, it's so strong. Chris Sanders right there, and it's getting, I think it's getting
bigger.
It's getting bigger. The funnel up top is getting wider, so we got to watch for it to barrel out a little bit.
Yeah, and as we know right now, this is not a tornado emergency, so that That is good. That is good. But this is a very large, damaging tornado that is moving to the east, right to I-35. Once again, large tornado moving towards I-35 and in towards Wynnewood. This is continuing to strengthen. Chris Sander, I want to go back out to Chris Sander. Hey, Chris, what's the road? What kind of road are you on there, and what kind of homes are you coming up upon?
Hey, this tornado is literally about half a mile to my south. It is passing just south of a home, but it has hit another structure right now. This tornado is a lot closer than it looks on the screen. Now it is a very powerful tornado crossing the road right in front of me.
Yeah, no, we see that. And that power line that's right in front of you is about to get knocked over. This is a very large tornado that is right in front of Chris Sander. This is going to be in Garvin County. And as he mentioned, it looks like he just hit another structure. Look at all that debris that is just getting kicked up within this tornado. Those of you that are in Wynnewood and I-35, I cannot hit the message hard enough. This storm is moving in your direction. And as we've been saying for a while now, this storm is not showing any sign of weakening anytime soon. And it is continuing to strengthen as it makes its way towards I-35. For anyone that is headed southbound on I-35, if you're listening to us on the radio right now, this is a large, powerful tornado that is now moving across Garvin County and going in towards, eventually in towards Wynnewood. Here is the tornado right here on the left-hand side of your television screen, and continues to make its way closer and closer to I-35. Once again, tornado warning continues and will continue to move to the east as this tornado, a violent tornado, gets even closer and closer to Wynnewood, south of Pauls Valley, and right over I-35. Here's an updated location there on the right-hand side of your television screen, right along County Road 1680, west of County Road 3320 in Garvin County. Large, violent tornado. What was that? Okay, let Jonathan know that. So, all right, so you can see there on the left-hand side of the television screen there, this is Chris Sander on this storm, and on the right-hand side, Wynnewood, and now it looks like the community of Joy. You are going to be in the path of this tornado as it continues to move to the east. Looks like, let's see here, looks like Chris Sander is now on a paved highway. Hey, Chris, if you're on the phone, hey, Chris, what road are you on right now? Do you know?
Honestly, Damon, I do not know. I will have to get that information here in just a second. I am to the north and west of this tornado now. It continues large and violent. I am about a half mile to the northwest of it.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, how close are you to this tornado?
Just about a half mile from it right now. It continues to move east-northeast. Very powerful at the surface, big cone. Tornado, I would say right now it's going to pass south of all the houses in this area, but it's I mean, yeah, you just don't want to mess with this thing.
No, you're exactly right. And this storm has been on the ground for a while. This tornado has been on the ground, and that tornado is violent. This is east of Elmore City control room. Go ahead and fix the locator here, because now we're getting closer to I-35 and Wynnewood. This storm is not going to impact Elmore City, but this is going to impact those of us just west of I-35 in Garvin County, west of the community of Joy and west of the community of Wynnewood. You see here, this tornado has clearly been on the ground now for a good solid 10 minutes, and it continues to just be a very impressive looking storm. And impressive is not a good word to use when we say that, but this tornado, it looks like it's moving to the east fairly quickly now. Jonathan, how fast is the storm moving?
It's going to, because I think it anchored. I think it slowed a little bit at 25 miles an hour, and it might be going more to the east than to the northeast, and that's what's going to happen. When the supercells anchor, the actual storm will turn to the right a little bit, so it's more to the east than to the northeast. So we have the storm track on it there, and you can see it right in front of us there. It's kind of looks like, you know, going through a roping stage, maybe a little bit at the bottom, but that is still a stout tornado.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And so you see on the right-hand side, this tornado is still just west of I-35 in Garvin County along Indian Meridian Road. But Wynnewood and Joy, this storm is moving in your direction, and we cannot emphasize the language hard enough here that this is a very violent tornado that is moving to the east. And at times you can see there all the debris that is getting picked up. It's been picking up a lot of debris, mostly trees, but there have been some structures that have been within this right here, moving to the east. So tornado warning continues. We're going to go through some at least a little bit of a dip here in the county on the county road, but we're going to pop back out, and there's that tornado right in front of you. Once again, Chris Sander near Wynnewood, and that tornado continues continues to churn to the east, getting even closer to I-35. And now it looks like this may stay just far enough south of Wynnewood that at least the circulation will not go over Wynnewood. But enjoy the community of Joy and Davis as well. Joy and Davis, you are going to be in the path of this storm. Go into your tornado shelter immediately and get away from any type of windows as the storm continues to move to the east. This is going to be moving right over I-35. It is currently 419. Give it about another 5 minutes or so, and it's going to be right over I-35. This tornado, once again, a very, very strong, violent tornado continues to spin, moving right over Garvin County. Chris Sander, how far away are you from the storm right now?
Hey guys, this tornado is about half a mile to a quarter of a mile right in front of me. It is passing very near a home right now. It looks like it may be missing the home, but it is starting to lift north just a little bit. It's been moving mostly east, but it has started to lift a little north. And it might mean, hopefully it means it's a weakening a little bit, but we'll see. It's wafting entire trees into the air right now. Yeah, no, we can see those trees that are just getting whipped around within this tornado. It looks like, there you go, right there. When you see trees like that getting pulled out of the ground, that is a violent tornado. Chris, this storm is right in front of you. It looks like it's getting ready to pass right over the road. You're less than a quarter mile in front of this. Power flash is right there. That is unbelievable, and a very scary storm that is now moving right over I-35, or right over this county road, approaching towards I-35. And there is a lot of, there's a lot of debris getting kicked up within this storm. Once again, a very powerful tornado now moving towards Wynnewood and Joy and Davis and Garvin County. This tornado has now been ongoing for almost 20 minutes now and still has not shown much of a weakening at all. Hey, Chris, looking ahead of you, is that road passable in front of you? Did a bunch of debris and power lines just get knocked down in front of you?